Plaintiff Ernestine Whitlock says she had just gotten out of a 27-year marriage when she met and started dating the defendant. Ernestine moved in with the defendant, but she moved out soon after, and he refuses to return her clothes, so she's suing. Defendant George Thames says he had been celibate for a year when he met Ernestine, but they dated because he was attracted to her intelligence. George is countersuing because he claims Ernestine constantly broke up with him and toyed with his emotions.
Start with you.
I'm coming out of a 27-year marriage. A little leery on meeting new people. Friend told me about a dating website and I decided to go online shopping, so to say. I met this handsome man. We hit it off immediately. I was in the middle of moving. This was in August. I was in the middle of moving and the house wasn't ready. George offered to allow me to stay at his home. And everything was going well until I started seeing things that I didn't like, which was majority of it was over talking me. I told him the next day after I got off work, I would be collecting my things. That was on a Wednesday, and I called him at 9 o'clock on my first break. He didn't answer, he didn't return texts, he just shut down on me. At that point, I was staying with my parents. I had no clothes but the clothes on my back. So
he put you in a jam. How long had you known him?
About almost 2 months.
Okay, and how long after meeting him did you move in with him?
About almost 2 months.
Okay, so 2 months. And your attraction to him was handsome.
It was more than that.
Okay, that's all you told me. When you met him on the internet, he was handsome. What else did you like about him?
He was kind and giving, and just it was a lot about him, including the sex. But
okay, I think a lot of people are confused about the value and compatibility of someone they are interested in dating or otherwise attracted to. They think that their worth and their value is one in their looks. They think that it is in their body. They think that it is in the sex. And what they gotta remember is all that gets old. Literally and figuratively. So what happens then? Where's the value then? The value has to be in something that they're contributing to society. All I've heard from you specifically, you say, oh, he's a nice guy and this and that, but all I heard specifically, handsome and good sex.
Wow.
That's gonna run out, all of that. How old are you?
47.
Give him about. I ain't gonna say in his 50s, I'm in my 50s and I ain't went there yet. Give him about 20 years, all that'll be over. So if you intend to have a relationship, it should be something you want to grow into and remain in forever. All right, you give me some background.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I hadn't been in a relationship since 2004. I had been abstaining for over a year. I've had a stroke in 2014, actually two, during the Mike Brown riot and in December.
What riot?
Mike Brown riot.
What riot?
In St. Louis, Missouri.
I missed the riot.
Well, he was shot and then it turned into a riot.
Okay.
And
I thought it turned into an uprising.
Uprising.
There you go. Big difference.
Right, but since
the riot is misdirected, where people just kill and loot and shoot for no reason. Uprising when you're fighting back. Let's get the difference between riot and protest. Go ahead.
I asked her out. And I dressed down as bummy as I could.
Why'd you dress down?
Because I have a fancy car and I live in a certain place and I didn't want to appear that I had money.
Oh,
money.
Okay.
And then I really don't.
You thought she might have been after your money.
Right. Well, I've had that issue before. Right. So I picked up, we talked and we went to a major department store and we went to wash my car. Just basic. And then we start to make a little other runs, and then I just actually just want to hang out in my place. And and my place is, I'll let, she liked my place. It's a nice place. It's a downtown loft,
Stayed and wouldn't leave after coming.
She really liked
That's
it.
what you get for taking a woman back to
Right.
such a magnificent place.
Well, I did.
They won't leave.
And she's very clean. And I grew up in a house full of women, 6 women, and beauty products. I just love clean women that are always on top of their hygiene. And I fell in love with that. Not to mention, I am what they call a sapiosexual. I am attracted to intelligent people, person, woman. And that's what attracted her to me.
Man, see, that's what you want to hear. You want to hear they're intelligent, we're compatible, he's a hard worker. That's what you want to know about a man. All right.
And so we dated, and she was working a kind of a job, so I pulled some connections, got her a job. She had to move, I let her move in. She didn't have a car at the time. She has a 2019. Now, I'm not saying that I'm responsible for that, but she didn't have it before I met her. You know what I'm saying? And she came up, and I'm not Captain Save 'em, but that's what she was thinking.
She didn't use that actual slang term about you regarding herself.
I'll let her answer. I don't know. I mean,
Please, ma'am, don't tell me you called this man Captain Saver H.
I did use that term, and
So
can
you
I
call
elaborate?
yourself an H.
I was not necessarily referring to myself.
Were you laughing when you said it?
I did.
Was she laughing?
I don't think so.
I believe she
I don't know.
was. I believe she was that. Well, you come across like that. But I know you're really not. I know you're really not because I ain't no H. I was just saying that because that was a funny term.
Right.
Please tell me you did it like that. You didn't say, baby. Baby, I thank you for what you're doing for me. You are really Captain Saver. And I thank you. I'm having fun, but you shouldn't have said that at all. Go ahead.
And I'm not in the business.
And
of
you
doing
shouldn't
that.
have said that she said it.
Right,
Go ahead.
Right. She broke up with me like 3 or 4 times from June till.
What type of things would you all break up about?
Oh, I don't know because I tell her just stop when you're leaving. So I block her number, every social media, I block everything. And so a week goes by and come to find out she's filed a lawsuit, my parents came by. I live an exclusive address. You cannot be bringing police by my house. I was invited to move in this building.
So how'd you all break up?
She keeps making excuses to leave. So when I call her, after I'm ready to call her, you gotta come get your stuff. And then she said, well, this, that, and the third.
Okay, that's the property she's suing you for. You tell me, ma'am, what happened?
When I left the first time, I did tell him that I was leaving. We went over all of that. He never returned my phone calls or texts for like a week. Therefore, it left me no other alternative but to take the police over there to see if he would just allow me to get my things. And then I get a call from him, from an unknown number, asking me for $1,500 to get my stuff back.
And that's
He
why you're
wound up
suing
call-
today? Go ahead.
Yes,
Tell me
sir.
about your last communications regarding your clothes.
He acted like he was helping me take my clothes out and
Okay.
locked the door and drove around the other side of the building and told me, asked, do you need some help? I said, no. He said, well, I left the door unlocked. And so when I get upstairs, the door is locked. So here I am again without anything. So.
Okay. And that was the last communication
Yes.
you all had regarding these items. Let me see what the items are and what they add up to. Sir, tell me about the clothes. She says that she came and moved some of her things, and you told her the other things were upstairs and the door was open. She went there and it wasn't open. So
Right.
what do you want to tell me?
If she wanted her stuff, all she had to do was, let me know. But at the same time, I didn't want to communicate with her. I didn't want to
How is
communicate.
she going to let you know?
Well, I mean, I was really confused. Honestly,
You had blocked her call.
I blocked her calls. I was actually confused and hurt because I didn't know what was going on. Not only that, and I really didn't want to bring this up, but I just felt that she was with another man. And after after a few days, she admitted to actually, and she said, "But we were broke up."
Okay.
And then so what I did is that, I went and got tested.
Knew what you got.
Nothing. I mean, I had
Oh. All right.
And every time she does this, my blood pressure goes up, and I have to keep monitoring my blood pressure, keep going to the doctor, trying to find ways to get my blood pressure down. You know, I've had a left.
Tell me about these clothes.
The clothes.
You still have them?
The clothes are still where she left them.
Your counterclaim is for what?
Well, I had.
Because I know it's not because of your blood pressure. You want $1,000 from this woman for what?
I mean, I had to deal with this with her, and I talk with her, and I sit down and counsel her what's going on.
How many hours a week you work?
I would say definitely over 50. I'm a legal investigator.
Legal investigator, over 50 hours. All you deal with is stress doing legal investigations, not knowing when somebody gonna come out and pop you. You can't get $1,000 from this woman because you all fall out from time to time and runs your blood pressure up. You eating too much salt, too. Stop eating the salt. Get you some water pills, stop eating that salt, and slow down at work. Now, what's your emotional distress for? I got your clothes. You're going to get that. But you also want some emotional distress. For what? You leaving every 10 minutes. What?
Being humiliated and having to wear my mother's underwear.
I'm not going to go there. I'm not going there, man. I'm going to give you this $497. Your mother lock you out yet? I'm going through her drawer. $497 is your judgment. No emotional distress. No emotional distress for you. In relationships, it is highly unusual and typically not awarded between couples because that's every other day in many instances. If there's physical abuse, I typically award it because that is beyond the realm of typical arguments and back and forth. Judgment for the plaintiff, your claim is dismissed. $497.
I'm sorry for hurting you, and I want you to know that I love you and I would like another chance.
She want another chance? That's cool. I mean, all right.
For real?
That's cool. I appreciate that.
For real.